Happy Monday! Happy Monday. What's happening? Good. Listen, I see you guys popping in. Charlie, Herbie, Toby, or Tobby, Tobby. I don't want to call you Toby because there's no L in there. The Johnson Family Way. I just responded to your message. I'm glad to see you here. Keep pressing, keep praising. Absolutely. James, good to see you. Ed, what's happening? Listen, welcome to everyone to my YouTube channel. Hey, Sonia. Okay, thank you, Sonia, for coming in. Flow Right Plumbing Service. Andy, good to see you from Strong Island, New York. Listen, I was saying, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm really excited to have you guys here every Monday. We're here every Monday from 6 to close to 7. We go as close to 7 as possible. If you're a first-time viewer, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're a regular viewer, hit that smash that like button and share this video. I love spending time with you guys. We're going to cover some really good stuff. I see you, Harold. Toby. Okay. Toby, I got you. Thank you. Chris, make sure you let me know where you're viewing from. It's really important that we know where you're viewing from, what part of the world you're viewing from. Listen, hang out with me today. We got some stuff that's really going to help you. We're going to talk about the number system, the major scale, and building chords. All of these things are really important for you to be a really successful guitar player. Knowing these things will open up doors for you in so many different ways. Even listening to music, learning how to learn music, you'll listen to it differently when you learn these aspects of music. And it's not as complicated as most people would think it is. You know, you say basic theory, everybody goes to running like roaches when you turn the lights on. You don't need to do that. I'm serious. You really don't. I see you, William. Thank you for coming in. Savannah. Tupelo, Miss. Oh, my goodness. Tupelo. I hear you. Clearwater, Florida. Was in Clearwater not long ago. Toby was in Clearwater. I went with the Canton Spirituals. We did a concert in Clearwater not long ago. I can't remember exactly when it was, but had a great old time. Savannah, Georgia. See, we have people from New York, all the way to Florida. We have people come in from Texas, Indiana, wherever. I'm telling you, and I love having you guys. Again, don't forget to hit that button. Hit that like button. YouTube absolutely love when they see that. They start sending people our way. So please, 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 please do that. So we're going to jump in because I want to cover quite a bit of things real quickly because time be running out so quick and I'd be like, ooh, I wish I had more time. So we're going to talk about the number system, talk about the major scale, and we're going to talk about building chords. How are all these things related? And you take certain components out of um, each of them, and the other one won't exist. Okay, let's start out. I'm going to ask this question, and I'm sure that most of you will answer. I know Sonia's going to answer real quickly. So, out of all three of those systems, what would you deem the most important? Which one of those would you say couldn't exist without the other? So we have the number system, we have the major scale, and we have building chords. Which one of those components we couldn't? There you go. Sonia jumped right on it. And that is correct. The major scale. Now, Sonia, do you want to tell us why the major scale is the most important component out of all of those that we mentioned? Or somebody else can answer that. Hey, James, good to see you. Thank you, Johnson. Well, you jumped on it, but Sonia's quick with the fingers. Keep pressing, keep praising. Nah, we could do without the number system because we've done without the number system. Before the number system even existed, we had the major scale that was making it happen for us. So Sonia was first. Okay, now I'm going to post this on the screen so you can see it. Okay, the number system and building chords are built based around the major scale. That is correct. That is correct. So everything is based on the major scale. So the major scale is like the sun is to the earth. We have to have it. We have to have it. It's like the engine is to the car. Without that engine, you just have a frame. And that's the same concept when you talk about the major scale. So let's jump into the major scale real quickly, for those who may not understand what the major scale is. And I'm going to have you guys answer most of these questions because I have a bunch of gurus on here today. I'm excited to see you guys here too. So we said that the major scale is the engine to music, okay, to all of these components. No. Don't be quiet. I really want you to answer these questions because it's going to help. Hey, Mike, good to see you. Lawton, Oklahoma. See, we're going out. So Sonia and the majority of you guys said that the major scale is actually the engine of music. Andrew, what's happening? So tell me why is this engine, why is the major scale the nucleus of music? Tell me why. Somebody write in there, why is this major scale so important to music? And without it, we couldn't really play music. Somebody write it in there. And Sonia, you don't have to be quiet. I love that you're answering these questions. Absolutely. Please. Mike Turner, why is it so important? James Harold, building triads off it. That is correct. James, you can build triads off of the major scale. It is absolutely. That's part of it. It's the foundation of Western music. It is the foundation of Western music. Yes, Lawrence, you build chords. Everything musical is based off of this major scale. It's the foundation, is the heartbeat to the body. Absolutely. It contains everything. Mike, you are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's the roadmap. It's right, Andy. I told you, you guys are. I mean, you get it, and that's why you're able to do all music. That's right. I'm seeing these answers, and all you guys are correct. And for those who are new and maybe don't understand, feel free to jump in. Even if you're wrong, it's okay. This gives us an opportunity to share with you and give you an understanding that you may not have. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I get you. You're right, Mr. Johnson Way. I don't know what your first name. It just says the Johnson Way. You're exactly right. That's right. That's the truth. That's right. That's right. Man, I'm telling you, you guys are on it. You guys are on it. You're absolutely right. So without that major scale, we would have nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. Okay? Everything is built around the major scale. Now, we're going to work out of the key of C. Okay? We're going to work. Hey, Donald, good to see you. Woodbridge, Virginia, VA. I was just in Norfolk the other, when was it? Saturday. Saturday night, had a great time. Chris, good to see you, man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Martin surprised me on Saturday. Patrick, thank you for sharing that with me. Chris Martin surprised me on Saturday. He walked up on, I was actually sitting up on, in the, I guess the choir loft. I'm waiting for the cantons to be called. And I looked to my left, and here comes Mr. Chris walking up, and I got a chance to meet his family, his beautiful daughter. Oh, she was just the sweetest pie, and his beautiful wife. And to see Chris come through, it was amazing. We had a great time Saturday in Norfolk, Virginia. We had a blast. It was amazing. But it was good to see you, Chris. So I'm back. Major scale. We're going to be in key of C. Let's talk about the major scale. Now, I need someone to write out real quickly, what are the notes in the major scale? Okay? Real quick. I do know Rod. I do, absolutely. Rod is an amazing guitar player. Absolutely love that young man. Great guitar player. So somebody write out very quickly, what are the notes in the major scale in the key of C? Yeah. Love Josh. All the Cantons. That's family. Canton Spirituals is family. Okay, says no sharps or flats. That's correct. Okay, thank you, Sonia. Thank you. We have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and back to C. Okay? Because that circles back. We have 7 notes. 7 notes in the C major scale. And the notes are C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. Again, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and back to C. So those are 7 notes in that major scale. 7 notes. So there's 7 notes in the major scale. All right. Along with that, and this is where these numbers start to come in. Every one of these notes have a number that's connected to it. Every one of those notes, the C, D, E, F, G, and A, B, and back to C, all have the notes. And when I say C, we're going back to the octaves. That's a way of saying the same note, but different frequency, okay? Octave, okay? So we have those 7 notes in the key of C. Each one is a number that's tied to it, okay? And if you can, write it down. If not, just come back. Come back later, and we'll discuss, or you can, kind of study this. So, key of C, and I'm moving kind of quickly because time is just running. It's running, and I want to get some other stuff in because I want you guys to see how I come across, or I establish my chording and my progressions, how I think about my progressions and stuff. So this is how I started. This is how I think. So you have to follow the process. Follow the process. Don't skip any steps, because what happens if you don't put sugar in that pie or cake, don't taste good. So, and it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. Some people say, "Oh, look at how." Well, anyway, okay. Each one of these steps is important in order to figure out, how to make this stuff work. Like I was playing a progression in the beginning. Um, I played that progression on purpose. It was very intentional. Most things I do when I come on and I'm teaching and I'm sharing, it's intentional because I want you to hear and see everything. So make sure you stay, hang out, because towards the end of this, I am going to show you how everything ties in and how I approach. Toby, stop it. How I approach playing my chord progressions and even playing little scales or playing melodies in between. Okay, each one of these notes in the major scale is associated with a number. And we're going to go through that, okay? Okay, I hear you, James. All right, so for the C, that would be 1. D would be 2. I'm not calling out chords yet, James. Slow down, slow your roll. Okay, C is 1. 2 is D. 3, okay, is the E. I'm sorry. 4 F. 5 is G. 6 is A. 7 is B. And then we're back to our octave. Okay. Nashville in the house. The natural number system. Oh no, you said natural number system. We got that. All right. Don't go ahead of me because we're not at the number system yet. We are talking about the numbers because these numbers and the Nashville number systems is different. Okay, these numbers that's associated with these notes is different from the Nashville number system. So don't jump ahead because what we're maybe talking about now is building chords, not the Nashville number system. Okay, so stay with me, family. Stay with me. So each one of these notes represents a note. Note number, okay? Note number. So 1 is C, 2 is D, 3 is E, 4 is F, 5 is G, A is 6, B is 7, and then back to our root note, which is the C. Okay, now that we have these numbers that's connected with our major scale, we can start building chords off of, and I should say chords are built off of these degrees. Because each one of them is called a degree. From here to here is second degree of the C scale, the C major scale. Third degree of the scale. Fourth degree of the scale. Fifth degree. 6 and 7. Okay? So each one of these notes are degrees of the C major scale. Okay? So, if I was making, and I'm asking you guys, so if I was asking the question, how do I build a C triad, C major triad, what would you tell me? How do I build a C major triad by using the numbers and the degrees of the C major scale? So somebody tell me, how would I build that C major triad? 3 notes, that's all I want to know. Give me the 3 notes out of that C major triad. There we go, you guys are jumping on it. 1, 3, and 5. So what notes are associated with that? 1, 3, and 5. 1, 3, and 5. Okay, give me the notes, just not the numbers. Let's put the numbers in 1, 3, and 5. 1, 3, and 5. That's correct. Absolutely. Okay. So give me. There we go. That's what I want. So we have the C, E, and G, and we have the 1, 3, and 5. That is connected to the C major scale, not C major triad. Excuse me, C major triad. So how that's built is we use the first, which is the A, the first degree, the third degree, and the fifth degree of that major scale. 1, 3, and 5. So if I was to play it together, and I can play it here, 1, 3, and 5, which is the C, E, and G. C, E, and G. And that would make up, thank you, Andrew, perfect. That is perfect, exactly. So if I was to play that here, I can play the C, which is the 1, third degree, which is the E, and then the 5 is the G. So we play, that's their major triad. That's it. Hey, Minnie, good to see you. See, we got that major triad. See, you've already built a chord. You've already built a chord because you know, 1, the major scale, the notes in the major scale. You know the degrees of the major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In order to build a chord, a major triad, the formula is the 1st, 3rd, and 5th degree of the chord of that C. There it is. You guys are typing it in. Perfect. Perfect. I love you guys are getting this. Okay? So now we have the foundation, which is the heartbeat, and everything is built around the heart. We have the major scale. We have the numbers that's associated with the major scale, and we understand that these are degrees. Now, what happens next is knowing the formula for all of these different type of chords, okay, and how these chords are made up. So we've already established that for a major triad, you have your 1, 3, and 5. We have that to make our major triad. Now, what about for a minor triad? What is the formula for a minor triad? Let's move quickly. Hey, Dante, what is the formula for the minor triad? Give me that formula. Somebody, there you go. Sonia is so quick. She's in my head. She's answering the questions. Okay, so Sonia said the formula for the minor triad, there you go. L, you on it. Is 1, flat 3, and 5. Okay, somebody may not know what flat means in terms of music, but it's the same thing if you have a flat tire. There you go, Andrew. It's the same thing if you had a flat tire. Flat means going down. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. So when you see that symbol, which is a small b, that means flat, okay? That means it's going down. So the formula for a minor triad would be the 1, and instead of the 3, it would be the flat 3. So we're going down. We're going lower, I should say. See, we're going lower. Okay, because sometimes when you say down, people think you're going down that way. You're lowering the 3rd note. So we have 1, flat 3. What is that flat 3 note? Hey, John, good to see you. Somebody called out 1 flat 3. Sonia wrote 1 flat 3 and 5. So what is that note? What is that note? 1, flat 3, and 5. What's that? E flat. That's exactly right. E flat. You put E capital, but I get you. It's E flat. So we have 1. There we go. E flat is that flatted 3rd and the 5th. Okay? Which is G. So if I was playing it here, right? Instead of playing that natural 3rd, I would play a flatted 3rd. Okay? So I can play towards the headstock. That's exactly right, Pastor Mike. So to play that C minor, if I wanted to play it here, I can play and play it together. And that would be a C minor triad. You can play it there, or you can play it back where I played it earlier, starting on this D string on the 10th fret, which is my C. then I would play my E flat, which is on the 8th fret on the G string. And then on the 8th fret of the B string, I have my G. So I have, that's that minor triad, C minor triad. See, so we're building chords. You guys are building chords just that quick by knowing the heart and everything associated, the arteries, because outside of that heart, you have your arteries and all that stuff that pump blood through your body. So this is what the major scale is for music. It's the heartbeat, and building these numbers and how they constructed to make different chords are the arteries, okay? I'm getting all medical and whatnot. So now we have the minor. We know the major triad is 1, 3, and 5. The minor triad is 1, flat 3, and 5. Okay, let's do the diminished, okay? Oh, you're welcome. Ed, thank you for coming in. Let's do the diminished. Somebody give me the degrees for the diminished, or the formulas, I should say. It's the same thing. Somebody give me the formula for the diminished, okay? Diminished means less than, hint, hint, hint. Diminished means less. It means it goes down. Christian, you the man. 1, flat 3, flat 5. Whoa! Just that quick. 1, flat 3, flat 5. Look at Sonia. Okay, Sonia, thank you for hanging out. James, you missed the flat 3. You missed the flat 3. Thank you for coming, Sonia. Always a pleasure having you in the house. James, you missed the flat 3. So it's 1, flat 3, flat 5. And I can say it, thank you, Minnie. I can say 1 lowered, 3 lowered, 5, okay? Because it goes down. So we have the 1, flat 3, flat 5. Now somebody give me the notes, okay? Somebody give me the notes. We did it for the major triad. We did it for the minor triad. Now give me the notes for that that diminish. Hey, King! The King is here. So somebody give me, hey, that's right. Somebody give me that formula or the notes for that diminish, okay? You guys are so smart. We're in the key of C. We're in the key of C. Thank you for joining. We're in the key of C. We have the C, E flat, and G flat. Okay? And give me another name for G flat. There you go. Boom. Here you go. C, E flat, and F sharp. F sharp or G flat. Tomatoes, tomatoes. Tomatoes, tomatoes. So, to make that diminish, we have 1, flat 3, and flat 5. Okay? So we have 1, flat 3, flat 5. We have the C. We have the E flat, and then we have the F sharp or G flat, and that makes that diminish. So let's go back and review. Major scale, 7 notes. Each note is equated with a number, and those are our degrees. Okay. No, I'm not on Instagram. I'm just live here. Just live on YouTube on Mondays. So we have the major scale. We have the degrees of the major scales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Building the chord. We did the major triad, which is the 1st, 3rd, and 5th degree. We did the minor triad, which is the 1, flat 3, and flat 5. And now we just did the diminished. Is the 1, flat 3, flat 5. That's diminished. And sometimes they'll call it a 2 minor thirds, okay? 2 minor thirds, okay? That makes up our diminished, okay? Now, I'm getting ready to throw a monkey wrench in. I'm getting ready to throw a monkey wrench in. I'm going to see who's up on this stuff because you guys are quick. So tell me, someone right out there, I'm looking at you. Hang on. Let me get a closer look. I'm looking at you. You right there. Put that sandwich down. Put it down. Put them fries down. Wipe your hands so you can put your fingers on the keyboard. Wipe your hands. Get something to wipe your hands, okay? You want no greasy stuff on your keyboard or your guitar. Tell me the formula for a diminished 7 chord. Ouch! Tell me the formula for a diminished 7 chord. Because we did a diminished chord. What about the diminished 7 chord? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me quickly because we're going to start playing and I want to play this stuff so you can see how this fall in place, so how it all works. Uh-oh, Christian! Christian said it, okay? But somebody give me those notes. Somebody give me those notes. Give me those notes. Give me those notes. Because Christian said 1, flat 3, flat 5. And you're supposed to put your B's in front. Double flat 7. Double flat 7. 1, 3, 5. 1, flat 3, flat 5, and double flat 7. Okay, give me those notes. Somebody give me those notes. I see you, Miss Minnie. You gave me C, E flat, F sharp, and then you put double flat. What's that double flat is 7? What note is that? What note is that? Somebody come on, help me out, because I want to play it. I want to play it. I want to play the chord. I'm dying to play the chord. I'm dying to play the chord. Come on, quickly, give me that note. What's that double flat is 7 note? You guys are geniuses on here. Geniuses. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey! That's right. Double flat 7 question mark there is Toby. So what is that? So the 7, right? The 7 is B. We already established that the 7 is B in the major scale. So the double flat 7, so we would go 7. All right. The double flat would be, 1 flat would be B flat. And then another flat would be A. That's your double flat is 7. Okay? And this is how a diminished 7 sounds. Okay? So you have all the components of everything that you guys wrote. I didn't do the work. You guys did the work. See that? And that's what they call a diminished 7 chord. Yeah, that's what it is. Because where's that A? See, that's the A. That's right there is the F sharp, right? So we have C, F sharp, A, and what? The E flat. High tension chord. That's exactly right. But I love it. Doesn't have to be high tension. Because I'll play it and it won't sound high tension. And actually, it's a transition for me. I love diminished chords, okay? So, man, we got a lot of stuff in already so quickly. You guys are killing it. So now we know what the diminished 7 is. We know what the major, minor, diminished, and major diminished 7 are. We know what they are. We know. Let me calm down because I'm so excited. Yep. So that's the way it works. Okay. Now, somebody give me, because all of this stuff is tied in. Somebody give me the formula for augmented triad. Augmented using the major scale as your your heart, your structure, your measuring stick. There we go. See you. I know you couldn't stay away. I knew you just couldn't stay away, Miss Sonia. There we go. We have 1, 3, and sharp 5. Queen! The queen is here. The queen is here. Good to see you. 1, 3, and sharp 5. 1, 3, sharp 5. Yes, yes, yes. 1, 3, sharp 5. I don't know what Mr. Mike is talking about. I don't know what Mr. Mike talking about. That's weird. You trying to read my mind or something? 1, 3, and sharp 5. Okay, that makes up our augmented chord. Now, I know you guys have seen some of the symbols, the number symbol, and that's the symbol for sharp. It means going up. When you think about that boom, at boom point, it means it's going up. It's going up. You're welcome. That means it's going up. When you augment that note, that means it's going up. So give me that note. What's that note? That sharp 5. What note is that? What note is that? So that means we're going up. It's that sharp 5th degree. What note is that? Give me that note. Somebody, please, 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 in my James Brown voice. Please, 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 please. A flat. So he says C, E, and A flat. Do everyone agree with that? Everyone agree with that? Do everyone agree with that? G sharp. I see G sharp. G sharp and A flat is the same thing, isn't it? Yep, yep. I think that's what they told me. Yep. So we have 1, 3, and sharp 5. Right? Yes. So we're using the degrees of the major scale. You genius, you musical. And you know what? A lot of you guys, excuse me, was on here saying, I don't understand theory. I don't get it. I don't know theory. I don't get it. Oh, theory. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Listen, you guys are knocking it out of the park. Just based off of the major scale. Just based off of that major scale, we have all of this stuff that's working. Now we have to augment it. Augment it. Augment it. Augment it. Augment it. We have that augmented chord. Now, that chord by itself, and I have one of my students on here, and I've been challenging that student, I'm not going to say whether it's male or female, about hearing diminished and minors. Diminished and minors, because diminished and minors, they could sound kind of similar. Same, sound the same, okay. So they could sound very close, okay. So I challenge my students sometimes to tell me whether it's augmented, minor, or diminished. That's a nice game to play too. Once you lock that stuff in, be okay. So diminished, we have the diminished. The augmented. 1, 3, and sharp 5. That makes up our augmented chord. See, that would be the C augmented. Thank you, Vincent. I appreciate you guys coming. I'm telling you, for real. And I get a lot of times when I go out and play, a lot of people will come up and say, oh man, I watch you, I follow you, I'm learning, I'm taking lessons from you on YouTube. Every week I'm part of the family. Yes, don't say I'm a fan. Say I'm one of your friends, because fans fade. I like having friends. But anyway, so that's that augmented. So let me play it up here. 1. So I can play it here and play that C augmented, because we have what? We have the C, right? we have the E, and then we had that A flat, right? Okay? So that's that augmented chord. It sounds ugly by itself. It sounds scary, weird. But when played in different contexts, it's a beautiful thing. Have a few more minutes. Let's do the 7, because I think Pastor Mike jumped on the 7 and he wrote out the 7. So let's do the 7 chord. Like if I wanted to do that major 7, if I want to do a major 7, I'm saying 7 slow. So give me the formula for the major 7 chord, a C major 7 chord. Somebody give me that formula for that major 7 chord. Come on, give it to me. Major 7. Major 7. See, I marked her wrong. I marked her. I got her. Queen corrected you. The queen got you. Sonia. I know you said oops. Right, 1, 3, and 7. So y'all give me the see, James beat y'all too. He beat you. C, E, G, and B flat. That's right. The major 7, not just 7. Okay, so the major 7 would be that C. Okay. So those are the notes in that major 7. Hey, Greg, good to see you, man. So we have what? The C, E, right? G, and B flat? Or is it B? Somebody tell me. Somebody said B flat. It's B. And I almost said you were right, James. But you were wrong, because we have not a B flat. We have a B. So we have the C, E, G, and B. And that makes up our major 7 chord. Okay? So now, check this out. We have major chord. We have minor. We have the minor 7, or minor here, minor 7. Then we have that regular minor triad, right? Now, if we wanted to play the major 7 chord, I could play it. Okay? Or, here we go. That's that C major. C major. See that? That's the C major, and that's beautiful. Beautiful, okay? Then we have, Lawrence, but you're here now. You're here now. So, boom. Micah, get out of my head. Get out of my head. Man, I only got a few more minutes. You get out of my head. That's right. You called it right. A dominant chord. I'm going to move a little quicker because I got to get off here. See, I told you time flies. So, for the dominant formula, we would have 1, 3, 5, and flat 7. That would be the 7 chord. Be like the C7. Okay? You would have the 1, 3, 5, and flat 7. Flat 7 note would be the B flat. Okay? That's the dominant chord. That's the dominant. So now, major, minor, diminished 7, augmented, major 7, and dominant chords. You guys have it just that quick. And 47 minutes. You guys have that. Boom. Okay. Now I want you to take that and start playing progressions. Okay? Let's play some. Let's play 1, flat 2, 3. 2. 1, flat 2, 2, flat 3, 3. Okay? And now That's playing a diminished. Okay, A diminished, A flat diminished, or G sharp diminished, and then to that sixth, which is the A minor, the sixth degree. So now I can talk the language to you guys. I can talk the language to you guys because you've already learned the degrees. But what I didn't tell you was, and somebody alluded to it earlier, is the natural number system. And I got to touch it because I put it in the description. Now, the reason they built the natural number system, the reason why, is because in a band situation, when you have a big band and you're trying to call out the MD, music director, or the leader of the band would try to talk to the musicians, they would lose a lot in interpretation because of, I'm told tongue-tied, because of everything that was going on around them. Because of everything that was going on around them, they would lose some of what was happening, okay? So if I'm trying to call out an E minor 7 flat 5, that's kind of hard, or E minor for them to call that out and everybody get it. So what they created was what they call the natural number system. And it's based off of the major scale, absolutely. But off of that major scale, they were based numbers and chords, not just that root note. It was chords that was connected to these numbers, okay? Instead of just a note, it was actually a chord. And I'm going to run quickly through this. And I thank you guys for viewing and watching and hanging out with me, because this stuff is going to really change the way you look at playing guitar, listening to music, learning music. Knowing this information will allow you to, and next week we're going to do ear training. Next week we're going to do ear training. And this is going to be important for you guys to know. Okay, so you want to go home and practice, or go home, or if you're already home, grab your guitar. If you already have your guitar, practice this, okay? So the natural number system is based off of the major scale, but it's connected to chords instead of just notes. That's why I was telling whoever was on here was calling out, saying that it's two different things. It has those notes in it because one is the degree and it was a note. The other, in the natural number system, it's a chord that's associated with the number system. Okay, let's do it. 1 would be major. 2 would be that D minor. 3 would be another minor, would be the E minor. 4 would be major, would be F major. 5 would be major, would be that G major. 6 would be that A minor. 7 would be that B diminished, and then back to the 1. There you go, Micah. 1 major, 2 minor, 3 minor, 4 major, 5 dominant, okay, which is still a major, 5 dominant, 6 minor, 7 diminished, and back to 8. I'm going to post this up there because this is good information. This is real good information. And he used the dominant chord, but you still have the major component. You can play a major triad, but you can also play the dominant. Okay? You can play that dominant chord. Okay? So here we go again. 1 is major. 2 is minor. 3 is minor. 4 is that F major. Micah called it dominant. So we did that G dominant chord. Okay, 1, 3, 5, flat 7, right? 6, that minor. All right, C, that A minor, 1, 3, 1 flat 3, and 5. And then the diminished 7 I played. You don't have to play you can play that diminished, that one, or you can just play a regular a diminished chord, a B diminished chord, and get the same results, right? Okay, 1, 3, and 5. 1 flat 3, flat 5. There we go. Boom. Now, see? There we go. And then back to the 1. Then we have the natural number system. So when someone calls out a 2, 5, 1, then you know you can play a major chord, which is this is a C major 7 chord. The 2 would be right that minor, that D minor 7 chord. The 5 could be a G dominant chord. So 2 5 1, because as Micah said that he wanted to make that G a dominant chord, so we can play it like this. 2 5 1 would be a D minor 7, a G dominant chord, and a C major chord. So we have the 2 5 1 in the key of C. And you, because you sat through 53 minutes, you know exactly what it is. You know which notes they are. You know how they work. You know how it's built. You know about boom. You know about the major scale. You know about the minor, how to build chords, and you know about the natural number system. Micah, thank you so much for sharing that with everyone. That's really good. So now, when I play a progression, 1, 3, 6, right, and 5, you can follow it by me just calling out the numbers, right? And then what if I said I wanted to play 1, 3, 6, right? But I wanted to play a 7. Or should I say a flat 7? Yeah, a flat 7. Let's do a flat 7. If I wanted to play a 1, oh, you're welcome. 1 3 6 flat 7 5 1. What if I wanted to play that? 1 3 6 flat 7 5 1. What would that sound like? What would that sound like to you? 1 3 6 flat 7 5 1. How about that? 1 3 6 flat 7 5 1. Huh? What would that sound like? So this is what it would sound like. 1 3 6 flat 7 5 1. Or we could use that dominant chord for the 5. Let's do that. See that? So, but what happens when I do that, and I only have a couple minutes because I gotta go. When I do that, instead of playing it so stiff, I add stuff in between, okay? I add stuff in between. I can play a diminished. I can play. I can add these extra little nuances to make the progression sound a little bit more pleasing to the ear instead of being so blockish. Let's do that. See, I can do that, and it adds flavor to what I was doing. Adds flavor. So we got 1 3 6. That little move. All of that stuff. Listen, you know what? Our time is up already. But we covered a lot today. Come back next week, next Monday. Come back next Monday because we're going to do some ear training. And also, for more information, and I'm reading it. That's why I always stop, because I like answering your questions and seeing your comments. Okay. Um, where was I? For more information, for more information, please visit my website at kevinwilsonguitar.com. I have a lot of great stuff on there, and I have a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. Go to my site, my website, and sign up for my mini course, or just sign up to be a part of my mailing list, my email list, because I send out notifications about different things that's going on. Like we got the summit coming up. We have different things. I go out of town. A lot of stuff that I share, I can share there. And I gotta talk fast. I gotta talk fast because I gotta go. But yeah, so go to my website at kevinwilsonguitar.com, kevinwilsonguitar.com, and please, 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 please sign up. For those who are coming in on the replay, please comment, because I like to reply to your comments. You have any questions? You want to hit me up? You want to reach out to me? Hit that website. It's important. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate. Listen, I seen people from everywhere on here. I see, and many you answer questions. Boy, you become a theory buff. You become a theory buff. But I gotta go. I got folks wait. I gotta go.